Hey everyone, so I think the gods clearly don't want me to make a tutorial today. I tried twice. I tried with another look and it failed like absolutely dismally. I made such a boo-boo that I just had to take it off, and I just didn't have the patience to do the same look again. And then I wanted to do this look free and it didn't film properly, so yeah, no makeup tutorial today. But I have stuff to show you that I have gotten over the last few weeks. I mean, it's been a while since I've really been here. I'm probably going to do a quick update video after this, but I'll quickly show you some of the bits that I have. So some I got myself, some maybe were sent to me. I'll let you know as I go along. I'm going to start with my Inglot stuff because, as you all know, I'm a little bit obsessed with it at the moment. And this would be, okay, so first of all, I'll show you the palette, one of the palettes that I used in a recent tutorial. So these are mainly like pearls or the Amc Shines or the DS, which I don't know, is Diamond Shine or something like that. I'm wearing most of these today. I just love the Inglot eyeshadows, and I will be doing a video either later on today or maybe tomorrow on my Inglot palettes. So if you're really interested in what every single one of them are and all that, you will see that soon. But say the ones that I'm wearing today now are this guy here, which is the Amc Shine 28, which is a beautiful, like, interesting duochrome kind of one. Really pretty. Then I have the Pearl 429, another beautiful like sky blue, and then DS 480. So they're all just so pretty. And I have some of this matte 332, this guy here. See how it's crazy how bright they come out, but I absolutely adore all those. So that's the first palette I got. That was when I was down in Limerick like a couple of weeks ago when I dropped my parents down to Shannon Airport, because it's only like 20-minute drive away. So then I also picked up one of these guys, which is a rainbow. Like, I make them all up myself. That's the great thing about the Inglot system. It's a freedom system, so you can pick all the colours yourself. But these are all rainbow eyeshadows. So quickly, the colours are 112, 119, 114, 108, 103, 120, 110, 105, 104, 109. They're all extremely pigmented as well. I have a bit of this one on underneath my eye. That's from the 105, and then some of the light blue to blend it out. They just come out insanely bright. I've used this yellow a few times already. Gorgeous greens. Just fantastic colours. So I mean, this is like getting what, 30 eyeshadows for the price of 10. Now I think the price of the Inglot palettes seem to have gone up since the last time I got them. So I know that had happened somewhere else before. They're still extremely affordable for what they are, like for the quality and stuff like that, because I think they were almost like laughably inexpensive before. They were just like unbelievably inexpensive before. So, you know, it's not the biggest stretch or the biggest shock in the world that they have gone up a bit. So moving on, the other Inglot bits I got were, oh, these nail varnishes that I have on. So I'm going to quickly zoom in. If you can see that, it's so class. So I have some of the top coat on this one as well, but green shimmer over like purple. So what that is first I have this matte nail varnish in 709. It goes on really beautiful, and I love the fact that it's matte. And then I have this I don't know if there's any funny name for it. Like, I thought it might be like a shimmer, or not a shimmer, but a sparkle nail varnish or something, but it's this one here. And it has just a really interesting, it's like tiny little glitter particles, or like, you know, that snow kind of effect, but it's number 203 anyhow, so that's why that looks so class over that. And you know, they're only like a tenner or something like that, and I used my 20% professional discount as well, so really love them. Next I got a few of their cream blushes. I already had the number 84, which is one that I really love. Now the only problem with cream blushes I find with myself is I get such bad acne on my cheeks that it can be a bit tough getting them on, because it just shows up the acne underneath, but I still love them nonetheless. So I got them for my kit. This is what I'm wearing today, I think. Yeah, so I'm wearing this on my cheeks because it has slightly more of a coral undertone and will go better with the blue. This is number 90. So it's just a really nice kind of almost terracotta-y terracotta-y corally colour. Really, really nice consistency. Like they're really they're not sticky at all, and they're not like really wet, but they're kind of like waxy maybe a little bit, but they do seem to dry to, you know, more of a natural feel. So I really, really like them. And then I also got this number 80, which is more of a dusky pink. Beautiful colour as well. So they're the kind of colours I know I'd get loads of use out of. Really delighted with them. And then I also got this black gel liner. I see little Kiva's always gone on and always using her black gel liner. I really love it in that it's really, really, really black and very opaque, but it does have a tendency to dry a little. So I did, as Kiva does herself, and I used this Duraline with it. So this is like it's kind of like a mixing medium. It's an activator medium, so, or an activator liquid. You can use it with your eyeliners like this if they've gone a little bit dry, just to make them a little bit more fluid again, so that they'll go on perfectly. Or you can mix them with your like loose powders to make like paint or liquid liner or whatever. So both of them are really class, and the black liner is in number 77. I already had the yellow of these, which again can go a bit dry, but it's fine. I can just activate it. And I think, oh no, I did get another Inglot product. I'll show you really quickly. So I got this. I just couldn't say no. I mean, I didn't have the money for it, but I went for it anyhow. It's this here, and it's like a train case, so hopefully that's in focus. And the reason I loved it, I had like 1 or 2 train cases like these in college, but they were just like very hard on the front, and they'd hit against you as you walked, and I just didn't like how they looked. This guy here was retailing for 130. Again, you know, you still get your discount on it. But as you open it up, and both sides are the same, it's like that. And it's the exact same on the other side, and then it has pockets on the outside where you can put bits, and places here where you can maybe put like brushes and stuff. So I was delighted with that. I was looking, I had my eye out for another case that I could put my makeup, my kit into for smaller jobs, rather than bringing my Zuka case with me the whole time. So this is perfect for it, and of course it has a big strap as well. Same on the other side, it opens up the exact same way it opened up here. So I was delighted with that. And then the only other Inglot thing I got was this lip pencil crayon. So it's kind of like a lipstick pencil or lip pencil. I don't have it on with the look today because I didn't think it would go with my eyes. But you can see there, it just goes on lovely and opaque. And what I like about it is it doesn't transfer onto my lip, onto my braces as much as lipstick does, because it's obviously a bit drier. I don't find it too drying on the lips, but I do put a little bit of like a lip chap or a lip balm over it, so it's absolutely grand. And I really, really like, there's a good few other colours in them, and I really want to pick up a few more, so I probably will. So that's that guy. Then kind of going back a wee bit, which was where I'd normally start, and show you some of the skincare I got. So I really like this Aveeno Positively Radiant Daily Skin Brightener with an SPF 15. I still use my SPF of like 30 or 50 underneath. I got the 50 to go along with the 30 from the Vichy. So this is the Capital Soleil 30 and 50. These are matte, so they're really good. They're emulsion dry touch. They're good for a combination to oily skin. That's why I love them. And then I pop my Aveeno over it if I feel like I need a little bit more moisture. So this is, it's nice. It just has a little bit of a illuminating quality to it, and it's just a nice basic moisturizer. It's not like greasy. It doesn't like dry me up or anything like that. So I really like it, and of course it has a pump. And Aveeno is a really good brand. It's like a good skin brand, which I really like. Then I had been living out of a little sample of the new MAC Moisture Infusion Serum, which I really, really liked. And then I came across this Olay Anti-Wrinkle Instant Hydration Serum, which I was like, it kind of sounds like it could be similar, the whole hydrating thing. And I looked in the ingredients, and it's just all about getting hydrated, like getting moisture and hydration into your skin. So I tried this out, and I really, really like it. It's similar in consistency to the MAC one. It's similar in feel. It's just really, really nice. It's really, really soft, and I feel like all it does is really just plump up my skin and get the hydration there in the first place. So you know, popping that underneath my moisturizer, or even underneath the sunblock or whatever, it's just lovely. The only downfall that could be there is there's a bit of a scent to it. Now it's not an unpleasant scent, but I know some people just don't like scents. But it was only like €12 and that's why I think it was very good, because I mean the MAC one is quite expensive compared to it. And there's 50ml, even though it looks tiny, it still has plenty of product in it, so that's why I love that. I repurchased my Botanic Soothing Eye Makeup Remover. I had been using the Vichy one, and for some reason, even though I like the Vichy one, like it worked perfectly and all that, and it was cheaper of some of the higher end brands, it kind of started to, how would I put it, like harden or solidify or something like that in the actual bottle. So I've gone back to my trusty Botanics one. The only thing is the like the dispenser of it, or the like actual, I wish it was some kind of different way of dispensing it, because it can be a bit messy, but for what you pay for it, it's absolutely perfect, and you know how it works is great as well. I repurchased another La Roche-Posay Thermal Spring Water Spray. Love this because it's a little bit cheaper than the Vichy one and some other brand one. It's one of the cheaper ones now in Boots. It's only like €8 or €9, and you know it's a really good big bottle, and I really like, you know, it's quite a strong spray, so I feel that it goes on really even, and I really love those sprays, as I've probably said a million times before. And that's pretty much it for, oh no, one last thing, I repurchased some bio oil. Now this stuff is amazing. I know friends who have used it on, you know, use it on their stretch marks and they swear by them. I don't really have stretch marks, but I would use it on some areas where I'm kind of being, as I think I mentioned before, as I get older I'm kind of finding that some of my like acne scars and stuff like that don't go away as easy, so I'm gonna like start using this on them. But one thing I've started using it for, which I don't even know if it's like meant for that or if it's okay for that, but when I shave my legs or like under my arms or whatever, I use this and I find it's just so soothing. It sinks in really quickly, and I just love how it feels, and I haven't been having any bad reaction or anything like that from it, so I think it seems to be okay. And it's just one of those wonder products. If my skin is particularly dry on my face, I'll pop loads of it on. It can be a bit wet to the touch, it doesn't like totally dry in or anything like that, but I leave it on for a while and then I will kind of blot it off and then put my moisturiser on over to kind of try and trap in some of that lovely moisture, or no, I know it's not moisture, but just the loveliness of it. So that's the bio oil. A few sleek products I got lately. This would be again kind of similar to some of those sleek or the Inglot palettes. This was sent to me now. This is the Ultra Mattes V1 for one of the I Divine palettes by Sleek, and you can see they're just insanely bright and insanely matte. So you know I'm a big fan of my mattes. It can be tough. My fingers are so dirty from the Inglot colours. It can be tough sometimes getting really bright. There you go. They're just so bright. Now I would say they're a teeny bit powdery, definitely compared to say the Inglot ones, but they're still brilliant for the price. I mean, you still only pay like, I think it's $6.50 in sterling or something for it. Like, they're extremely affordable. So, you know, if you can't really afford to get the Inglot palettes and more of the MAC colours and stuff like that, these are not bad at all for the quality, or for the price rather. And there's some really lovely colours in it, and they come out so strong as well. So that's a really good one. I think in the same collection, so in the mattes collection, I think it's going to be permanent, because it doesn't say it on the front, but there are more neutral colours as well, which might suit people who like their slightly darker smoky eyes. So that's that guy. Then these guys that were sent to me a while ago, I have used them in a few tutorials. They're the Elan Eyeliners. They're like waterproof and smudge proof pretty much once they're on. I've been using them as bases for my eyeshadow and I absolutely love them. So there's this gold one, which is just one of your regular sparkly kind of gold colour. It's very like a Makeup Forever one I have. Then there's this matte brown, which is gorgeous. I've been using this a lot, a really lot. So that's really nice. I've been using it kind of as a crease blowout colour. You know, I'll draw in the shape of my crease and then use like a 219 to blend it out, soften up my finger or whatever, and then go over to the colour. It's really fantastic, and I like that it's matte. And then this, you can see I've used it a lot already. This is Tonic 292. So this is, I think I used this in my last makeup tutorial. It's like a aqua kind of green colour, has a little bit of a sheen to it. Don't think I said the names of the other ones. This is Nutcracker 308 is the brown, and Bullion 290 is the gold, so they're really class. Then I also, this is going back a wee while now, but I haven't really showed it much. This is one of the Glow Face and Body Highlighter palettes, so it's like a bit like the Bobbi Brown brick. It's called Peach Shimmer 494, and they've got some beautiful colours. I'm particularly in love with this top colour. You can just see, look how gorgeous that is. I've been using it as a highlight loads. You can see there, it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful as a highlight underneath the brow and you know, on the top of the cheekbones or whatever. And then there's some other beautiful colours. I've actually been using a lot of these on the eyes, so I really like that the colours are quite versatile. And then for me, they might be a little bit dark as a highlight. I can use them more as maybe like a shimmery blush, or like I said, all over the eyes, but it'd be beautiful on more deep skin tone. And then this was sent out at the same time. It's one of the Blush by 3 shimmer blushers. It's like a blush palette, so it's in Sugar 364. This is insanely deep, but I've actually used it on my eyes again, and it's perfect, grand. So I've used this as well on my eyes. It's a bit too dark for my skin tone, and I have used this on my cheeks. So to be honest, I've been using them more as eyeshadows, and I really like them as eyeshadows. There's different ones to choose from, so if you are able to get your hands on sleek products, definitely check some of the new bits out, because they're coming out with crackers. They really have upped the game recently, so that's really class. Then a couple of MAC products. These are from the new Hey Sailor collection, which is the summer collection. Every summer MAC has a big summer collection, so this is really unique to the collection. It's one of the new Pro Longwear bronzing powders, so these are supposed to last up to, I think, is it 8 hours or 9 hours without, you know, starting to wear off or anything like that. I love the colour. This is in Sun Dipped, so I really love this because it's a nice colour for my skin tone, for more pale skin tones, and they're more golden based, unlike some of the other MAC bronzers, which are quite red based. So I'm really happy that they did kind of decide to take out some of the redness of some, you know, their newer products. And this, I'd say, would be matte with a hint of a shimmer to it, as in with tiny little minute particles, so it doesn't look obnoxious on the skin. It's actually quite matte on, and it's really nice. And I love them that they're the consistency, they're not very powdery, they're just quite satiny or suede-y kind of, so I really love that. And then the only other thing I have from that collection, which I did use in my last tutorial, I think, this is Amplified Lipstick in Salute. So it's a really beautiful coral kind of peachy lipstick. It's a little bit like Ravishing, but maybe slightly more on the nude side. So that's really nice, and they should still be on counter at the moment. A couple of Bobbi Brown things I got. This Bobbi Brown touch-up stick in number 1 Warm Ivory, perfect for my blemishes, and it really is handy. It's like I throw it in my bag to use it for touch-ups. So and I like that it has a nice little handy shape, because I can, you know, be a bit scummy and put it straight onto my blemish. I do clean it every couple of days though, so and then just pop it on. So I really love, and I love the colour. It's number 1, so if you are like me where you're yellow undertoned and quite pale, this will probably be a good colour for your blemishes, and of course yellow will counteract blemishes better. And then I also had gotten this Bobbi Brown a creamy concealer duo. So this concealer is in Porcelain, which was the second palest one. So normally if I go up 1 from the palest, I'm usually okay. It was like Alabaster, Porcelain, and then the next one was whatever. So I knew Alabaster would be too pale for me, so I figured Porcelain would be okay. I was wrong. It's a little bit pale, and then it has this white powder to set. But what I have been using it for is as kind of as a highlighter. So what I do is I brush it on with like a stiff brush, like this guy here, which is a QVS brush, a really cheap one from Dunn's, but it's stiff and I can shape, like almost shape my eyebrow with it. And I kind of have it as a highlighter up here and down the centre of my nose, and you probably can definitely see it there on my Cupid's bow, and it works perfectly. It's like pale enough that it's you know, it'll stand out a little bit as a highlight, but it's not obvious. It's really natural looking, so that's great. And then I have this little white powder to set it, which is good for, say, underneath here, or to pop in my bag if I want to use my touch-up stick as while I'm out and about, and then use a little bit of powder to say set it. So really like that as well. Then I suppose to finish off and just show you what's on my face today. Oh yeah, sorry, the pretty much last thing. I always say it's the last thing and it never is, but this is a Bourjois 123 Perfect Foundation. You know how much I love my Bourjois foundations. My Healthy Mix is my favourite, and my Healthy Mix Serum I absolutely adore. I got all the Healthy Mix Serums for my kit. This is the newest one that is in Ireland. I know there's a newer one out since, but I had seen Simone gone on about this a good bit and I wanted it. I really wanted it. So I got it in the number 51, which is normally like the palest one, and it is the palest one, and it's normally really pale. But the way this foundation works is, okay, it's a 16-hour wear one. It's quite a matte one like normal. It's like medium buildable coverage, pretty much the same as the rest of them are. This one works though in that it has green pigments, it has mauve pigments, and it has yellow pigments. It doesn't look green, mauve and whatever on. It does look a bit yellow on though. So even though it was like number 51 and I'm used to using the other colours, the first few times I wore it, I just wore it as it is, just over a foundation. I found it was like a tiny bit too colourful, like a little bit too yellow. So I mean, I have it on today and it looks fine, but how I kind of learned to counteract that was by using my Prep and Prime Illuminate Skin Enhancer, which is really handy, by the way, if you are a little bit sallow and you want to take it down, or if you just want to brighten the skin. So you can see there, it's kind of a... These guys are great though, the Illuminate Enhancers. I haven't used them enough, but I've just kind of started. So the mauvey colour there, it's a gorgeous kind of pinky mauvey colour, and you can see there has a really subtle sheen to it, so it does have an illumination to it. And I put this all over my face, so it took down the colour in my face to start off with a little bit, because as we know my face is a bit darker than my neck, and then when I popped this on over it, it just kind of evened everything out, which was fantastic. So that's how I learned to do that. So I will be using my Fortified Skin Enhancer and using this over it, so that's absolutely bang on. And then I really lightly brushed a tiny bit of this Inglot translucent yellow powder. It doesn't make me yellow over it. I mean, it just kind of... Sometimes if I use a product or a foundation that's a little bit too neutral or too pink, it kind of adds a little bit more of that slight yellow tone back into it, but it doesn't make me like yellow. It doesn't make me look Simpsons-y or anything like that. So when I put it on really lightly over it, it was fine. And then I just used my Inglot 4SS brush to lightly pop it on, and that's pretty much all I have on today, and probably more than enough to show you for now as well. So yeah, I'll talk to you all really soon. I'll definitely be doing that Inglot palettes video soon, because I've had a load of requests for them in recent weeks since doing the MAC palettes, and probably do a quick update video next. So thanks a million for watching, guys. I'll chat to you all really soon. So on.